Here's a Conestoga system. Now this one here is not quite 8 foot tall. This is more set up to haul steel, but it's got a nice American flag on it. Give you an idea what it looks like inside with the sliding. So this track is actually mounted to the side of the trailer, and this is what the Conestoga slides on, is this track right here. So it's mounted on the outside of the rub rail. And then these grooves right here are for what they call J plates, which are right up there, and they'll go in there, and that's what they use to secure. But this is a nice trailer setup. This is expensive, a lot of money right there. Alright, we're in Concordia, Missouri at the TA truck stop. We just got loaded. There's the shop. This is what we got. They're big aluminum boxes is what they are. Called for 8-foot tarps. So they were pretty good. They got up there and they rolled them out. I didn't even have to get on top of the trailer. So that worked out pretty good. But, we are since we got a little bit of time, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get 2 new tires for the trailer. These this tire here, as you can see, it's getting a war spot right there. It's same way with that one. This trailer really needs an alignment. It does eat up tires, but I do get a lot of life out of these tires. And these are these Roadmaster that they sell at the TA and the Petro. So I'm gonna go in there and see if they have any. I haven't talked to them yet. See if they have any, and see if I can get 2 tires put on since we have some time. But yeah, it's nothing. Oh, this only weighs about 20,000 pounds. Come out real nice. So let me go inside and see if they get any tires. And since we got a little bit of time, we don't have to be in Alabama till Monday, and we got about 800 miles to go. Today's Friday, so we got plenty of time. So let me talk to you in a bit. Okay, it only took an hour. We were in and out of there, no time flat. We already got our tires mounted, and let's go take a look. Here, you guys can look. So what I did is, as you can see, I threw the straps over the tarp. Kind of helps the tarp from flopping around. These are big metal boxes, so it's no problem. So, but I did put my big edge protectors up there, kind of help pinch so it doesn't pinch it. But so other than that, our rubber, I drumped the drop valve, that's why it's making noises. But so we still got some thick rubber left on here. These are looking good. So, oh, poor trailer. You know what? I need to get some Windex and clean those lights before we take off. We're gonna go ahead and drive a little bit more today. But yeah, so these, we still got plenty of rubber. So these are brand new tires right here. $693 out the door. So I didn't think that was too bad. They give me a little bit for trade-in for them other tires since they weren't all the way down to the cords. And like I said, I get a lot of life out of these tires. They're steer tires, but I use them for the trailer. They seem to hold up pretty good, and this trailer eats up tires. It needs an alignment. That's one of the things I need to do eventually. But these are the Roadmaster. They are, it says engineered by, what is it, Dunlop? Let's see, hang on a second. It says on here somewhere. There it is. Engineered by Cooper. Yeah, so they're engineered by Cooper. But anyway, all right. That's it. There's Armstrong. Maybe I get some tires out of there. But so let's go ahead. We're gonna knock out another 100 miles or so. My goal for tomorrow is Dodge City, Alabama, at that big Petro down there. I'd like to get there tomorrow night, do some laundry tomorrow, get caught up on everything. But that's the plan. So if we can do another 100 miles or so today, we'll be in good shape for tomorrow. So talk to you in a bit. All right, it's the end of the day. We made it over here to Kingdom City, Missouri. From right here, we got about 8.5 hours down to Dodge City, Alabama, to the Petro. That's where I want to get to tomorrow. Today's Friday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. And then from right there, we got about, I think about 250 miles to where we got to go in Alabama. But we're in Dodge City. There's like 3 or 4 truck stops right in this area. I'll turn you around slowly. The Petro is over there. And then this is a little truck stop like across the street from the Petro. It's got a Denny's. And then over there is another truck stop, and they got parking over there too. But I like stopping at this little truck stop here. Park over here. They got good coffee in there. It's cheaper than the Petro. So I usually come over here, hang out here. But we've had enough fun for today. We've had a good week. Hang on a second. Let's go through here. I think five shipments this week. Hang on, let's go back a little bit. So Monday we did a Louisville to Louisville, 10 miles. It wasn't even 10 miles. Monday afternoon, we did Louisville to Holiday City. That was plastic pipe. That was the load that I got hung up. I was over there for about 6 hours. That place kind of made me mad, so I won't be going back there for a while. Steel plate, Toledo to Louisville, Illinois. And I'll say Illinois properly. people are getting a little irritated with Illinois. And I say it because just because that's the way I say it. Anyway, so that went to Louisville, Illinois. And that was, when was that? Thursday? And then we reloaded out of, no, that was Wednesday. We reloaded out of Vincennes, Indiana, which is like right on the state line of Illinois and Indiana off of Highway 50, right in that area. And that went up to Monmouth, Illinois. That was the chicken farm stuff. And that we delivered that on Thursday, and then Thursday afternoon we went and loaded up in Wilton, Iowa. Brought that down here for this morning in Centralia, Missouri. And we reloaded out of Odessa, Missouri, going to Troy, Alabama. Now that's a round trip, which means when we get down to Troy, we'll unload at the exact same place and then reload at the exact same place and bring it right back to the exact same place. So it's a pretty good load, and it's going to be 8-foot tarps. So anyway, it's been a good week. Oh, got new tires. That place was quick. That's a pretty good price. Anytime you can get 2 steer tires at the Petro for $700, I think that's a good deal. So anyway, all right, that's it. Tomorrow's just driving. This weekend's going to be driving. See what else is going on. That's about it. Truck's doing good. You know, I'll talk a little bit about the parking. You know, that a lot of people made a lot of different comments about the parking, and the point I was trying to make is that yes, I understand you have to learn to park, but there's a time and place to practice where you want to learn to park too. And blocking the entrance and the exit of the truck stop for 15 minutes while you're trying to back into a hole or learn how to back in a hole is not the time and place to do it. You know, so you just got to practice, you know, and parking in the easy parking spots over and over and over makes you a better parker for the time that you have to get the trailer in that tight hole. You know, when you're nervous and everything else. So just, you know, the learning how to control the trailer and not even think about, oh, I got to turn my hands this way to make the trailer go this way. It's just like muscle memory. You don't even think about it. I can't even describe it sometimes how to do it because I'm just so used to doing it. What I do describe when I was teaching my wife was that when you're looking at the trailer in the mirror, just figure out what makes the trailer go where you want it to go. So if you want the trailer to go to the left, you figure out which way to turn the wheel, and it becomes muscle memory. So when you look in the mirror, you don't even think about it. It's, oh, I need to make it go this way, I need to make it go this way. So those are my parking pointers for you guys learning. But that's the easiest thing. It's like somebody asked me, well, what gear are you in? I never, when I'm shifting gears, I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shift gears by listening to the RPMs of the motor and how the motor's reacting, whether or not I need to downshift or whatever. I never really think about, oh, I'm in 8th gear. You know, the only thing I do is I reach over and I feel where the stick's at, and then from there, which way to go up or down in gears. So anyway, all right, it's been a great week. So we will end it here. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.